Yeah. So shall we start? Please check my voice and screen once. Respond in chat box. Okay. So I think you people have attended last two demo sessions, right? So like I think Anila, Ani and Sai. Can you respond? Thursday and Friday, two sessions.
Sir, I have attended both of sessions, sir.
Both of sessions. Good, Sai. Okay. Next, Ani. Okay, okay, Sai. Yeah. Ani, what about you?
This is the first session, sir.
First session. Okay. Did you receive any recordings? Last sessions too. Not received,
Uh,
huh?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Received, sir.
Received, huh? So did you went through
Hmm.
that both of the videos?
I only went through the first video, sir. That's
Ah,
it.
okay. No problem. No problem. Fine then. Okay. Do one thing. Let me revise for just a few minutes, and today's session also will continue. So, okay. So in the last two sessions, just we discussed about like what is Python full stack, and in this Python full stack, what we are going to learn, and what is the content of this Python full stack. And according to content like Python, Django, React, what are the real-time examples, real-time applications where we are using all these things. Okay. And along with this, I discussed about like what we call after real-time examples. I explained some benefits. If you take this Python full stack, what are the benefits and what are the multiple roles you can play there? Okay, like all these I explained in the last two sessions. Okay, so let me explain briefly just for a few minutes. So as a part of this Python full stack, we are going to cover the front end, back end database also. So as a part of the back end, we are going to cover the Python, Django, Django REST framework. Okay. So Python, Django, Django REST framework. Okay. Right. So and database. Database also comes under the backend database, that is right. So Python is what actually it is a programming language or it is a scripting language. Okay. And this programming language helps to write the programs to develop the software or applications. So basically programming language is used to write the programs to develop the software or applications. And next, Python is very easy by compared to other programming languages, by compared to C language, C++, Java, .NET. So by compared to all these programming languages, Python is very simple and also easy. And how Python is easy, I compared with the Java code. Okay, like this. I explain this practically also. Okay, like this. See, left side Python code is very simple. Right side Java code is complex, little bit lengthy. Same way here, I explained one more program as well. Two examples I explained to you here. Next, Django. What is Django? It is a web framework technology. It's a web framework technology. So framework means what I said. It is a inbuilt architecture or ready-made tool. Inbuilt architecture or ready-made tool. With the help of this Django framework, we develop the web applications very easily and quickly. Means simply we can design the websites. Python's framework used by many companies in the IT industry right now. It is the most popular one, very easiest one, very easy to design the applications, easy and fast that too. By comparing to Java and .NET frameworks also, if you go for this Python and Python related frameworks, you can write programs, you can design applications, very simple, easy. Okay, right. So next I explain to you REST framework. Django REST framework is what that is also a framework that is used to develop the APIs for Django web applications. API means what? Application programming interface. Application programming interface. So what is the use of this API? That helps to make available of the Django web application Sorry, it is disconnected. Yeah. So let me repeat here. If you design the APIs, then that helps to make available of the Django web application to different apps like mobile apps or web applications, so that users can interact with a web application or website from many sources. So for this, I given one good example to you diagrammatically. All these I explained very clearly in the last two sessions. Still, if anybody not listened or not attended, please we can have a recording videos of last two demo sessions. Okay, right. I explained all these very clearly. Just today, just I'm revising for a few minutes. Next, backend technologies I covered. Right, backend technologies are what here? Python, Django, Django REST framework, and database. So we are going to cover all these things in our course, sir. We are going to cover all these Python, core Python, and also advanced Python. We are going to cover, right? So as I said, Django is what, Django REST framework is what, everything we are going to discuss in detail, theory and also practical coding, step-by-step coding also with live hands. We are going to do all these things, okay, with real-time examples. And then database. What is database? Database is a storage area where we can store our application data or users data. So for example, MySQL, Oracle, MongoDB, PostgreSQL, SQLite, these are all our different types of databases. Okay, right. Now, in our course, we are going to learn which one MySQL we are going to learn. One database already by default that comes along with the Python or Django, that is what? SQLite database. SQLite database. Okay. I shown all these. I typed on the screen also, but today I'm not typing because already I explained. That's why I'm not typing again. Okay. SQLite. Sorry. SQLite database is a database which comes along with our Python or Django, right? Fine. Then after that, okay, I explained about the front-end technologies. Tell me what are the front-end technologies I explained? Anyone, please? Whoever attended front-end technologies, what we are going to cover? you can respond in chat box. We'll see. Front-end technologies means what? What the front-end technologies includes? Anybody, please. We'll see. Yeah, at least you remember the good. Okay, because see, we are learning the Python full stack, so you should know that before starting our actual part. Okay, we should know at least what is this Python full stack, what it contains, what you are going to learn. If you learn all these things, what is helpful for us? All these you have to analyze yourself. Okay, so that's what. Okay, just try to respond here. Okay, then next, anybody more? Anybody more? Only I got few responses here. Yes, remaining guys, try to respond to everyone. Okay. Fine, then let me explain to you. So here, these are the front-end technologies we are going to learn. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js, right? So HTML means hypertext markup language that is used to create the web pages. Create the web pages. Tell me what web page contains here. Anyone, please? What web page contains? I said something. What a web page contains? So it is better to respond little bit fast. Or you can also unmute your mic and talk to me directly instead of typing, because if you type it may take some time, so that you also can unmute your mic, so that directly can answer. What a web page contains. If you know, even if it is wrong also, please, we can just respond to me. After that, I'm going to explain to you, because all these I explained in the previous sessions. Last two sessions we completed demo. Okay. In those two demo sessions I explained to you. Today I'm just revising. Right. Anybody, please? What a web page contains? At least one name, please, because I said some multiple terminologies there. At least one name, please. At least one name I'm expecting from your side. Okay. Otherwise, I'll open any one web page so you can see and tell me. I opened, last time I opened what, Amazon, right? Okay. Now you can see this Amazon website I'm opening here, and tell me this is a web page, Amazon web page. Okay. It's loading now. Tell me what this web page contains. Yeah, tell me what this web page contain. Tell me. Not only this page, you can open other link also. You can see some different elements in this. What are those? Anyone, please. Yes, Divya, Ani, Nagasai, Sai, Sriram, anybody? I am showing the answer for you. In front of you only have an answer. What a web page contains. Okay. I hope you people not noted in the last session, right? That's what I am telling you. Every session is very important, including the demo session also. Okay. So that's why at least you have to note some points. I said a web page may contains text, images, okay, links, buttons, maybe form, audio, video, maybe animations also. Animations are graphics, right? Animations are graphics like this. So these are the some of the some of the elements which a web page contains: text, images, links, buttons, forms. Form is like login form, registration form, like this. Audios, videos, animations, or graphics. Okay, so a web page may contains all these things. So if you want to create a web page by using all these things here, then here we have to use what here? HTML. HTML offers some of the tags. Some of the tags. For the image, there is one, for example, img tag is there. For the image, img tag is there. Okay. For the form tag is there. Very simple to learn these are. Okay. Form tag is there. Like that. For audio tag is there. For video tag is there. Okay. Like that. For the button or input type button tag is there. Like that. For every element here, some tags are there. With the help of these tags here, we can create the web pages and we can display all these elements on the web page here. It's very simple to learn, simple to understand also. Okay, so that's what actually HTML, hypertext markup language. It's a language that is used to create the web pages. Okay, and what is web page? Web page is a documentation or document that we can open with the help of the browser, or we can run in the browser. See here, Amazon. It is where we are opening this in the browser only. Okay, that's why web page means it is a documentation. Okay, that we can open or run in the browser. Okay, technical definition this is. Okay, practically we are looking here whatever the definition I explained here, that is I am showing to you practical here. Okay, so that you have to map like that, so that then only can remember the definitions for a long time, lifelong also. Okay, in that way only we are going to discuss. See, up to now in the back end also, whatever we discuss like Python, Django, and Django REST framework, database, all these I'm comparing, and also I'm explaining some examples as well, so that you can remember for a long time. Because here we discuss the definitions or theory part along with the practical by comparing with real-time examples, so that you can understand easily, you can remember for a long time. That's very important. Okay, examples are very important. Programs, definitions, everything is important only here. For example, say if kids want to learn something, how the kids can understand easily? Okay, for example, I want to, okay, maybe For the kids here, I want to explain about, for example, ant. What is ant? Aeroplane, like this. Suppose uh, if I just give like these words here, can they understand? Can they remember? No. That is why kids are having what? Tell me. Image also, ant image side, aeroplane image side, something like that. So that they are going to imagine, oh, aeroplane means something like this, ant means something like this. Okay, like apple means something image like this. Image. Same way here, I am giving the examples for you, some real-time examples, so that you can easily understand the subject. Okay, so people, I mean, the kids are going to remember all these spellings. Okay, with how some diagrams. If you observe the kids, what uh, kids books, right? You can find more images only, more images only, because of they can understand, they can remember very easily. That's why images are very important there. Here also we are going to discuss the the definitions, programs with real-time examples, so that you can understand very easily. Okay, so that's why here. So please try to focus. So try to focus. Okay, please maintain the concentration and try to respond. So that is also one more advantage. If you respond, that is advantage for you only. Every day like an interview only. Every day like an interview only. We are going to complete this course for around 6 months. But however, if we try to take parallelly, we can finish within 3 to 4 months only. But however, from first class to till last class, every day just like an interview only. That's what, if you try to communicate with me, okay, that is advantage for you, so that you can utilize this opportunity. Okay. Next year, CSS is what here? Cascading style sheets. What is the use of this? With the help of this, we can apply the styles for the web page. See, already this page is designed using the HTML, CSS only. That's why we are able to arrange all these elements, okay, in one particular width and height, okay, in some particular position, okay, with some size, everything. This is we have done using CSS only. Okay, now, right? So we can make our page more and more stylish using the CSS. Very important. This is okay after HTML in the front end. Next, JavaScript. It's a scripting language. Tell me, anyone, what is the use of this JavaScript? I said, please. At least anyone. What is the use of? Actually, we have some multiple usages. I said one usage because if I say one usage, initially you are unable to remember. That's why I said only one point. But later, whenever we discuss in the regular session of JavaScript, for example, there we are going to discuss some multiple real-time examples, real-time applications for each and everything. Okay, so that's what initially, because we are at starting. Okay, because if I give the without starting all this, actually, if I give the more and more points about this, you may confuse. That's why slowly we are going to start. Okay, so I said one application, one usage of the JavaScript. Anyone, please, kindly. What is the use of JavaScript? What I said. Anyone, please. Anybody, please. Don't you know? So you are not noting the points. Okay. However, so once your admissions confirm, and if I get okay, I mean, if I get the confirmation from the office or front end, I mean, what we call front office side, then I'm going to start sharing the notes also daily wise. Okay, notes I'm going to share. We're having the recorded videos along with the notes as well. Okay, now, right? But however, if you want, just you can note some points at runtime. Fine. Initially, because maybe right now, okay, you are just we started, so just you can note some points. Okay, JavaScript is what? What is the use of it? Don't you know? Okay, let me explain again myself only. JavaScript is a scripting language. I said one of the application of the JavaScript is data validation. I said we can validate the data. I explained with one example, form validation. If you enter the email, if you enter the password, confirm password, if they are wrong, then it's going to show error message in the form itself only. Yes or no? Did you see this one? Yes or no? Okay, right. In the real-time example also, you can submit, it will show the error messages with some red color. Yes or no? Right. Like that. Such type of validations we can do using JavaScript here. And then see, we are going to learn all this practically, right? And then React.js. It's a framework. It's a combination of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? Next, Python full stack means which includes all these I explained, right? Which includes Python, Django REST framework, database, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React.js. And then next, I explained to you real-time applications of Python. I explained all these step by step to you, right? Python using in AI, ML, data science, IoT, web development, and Amazon Alexa devices in the voice recognition, image recognition, product recommendation, Google Maps, language translation, automated cars, in the medical X-rays, CT scans, robotic surgery purpose. For all these, we use what? Python code. Next, Django real-time applications. Here, Django we use for not only web development, we also can use for designing the web browsers like Mozilla Firefox. Next, social media platforms like Instagram, okay, using the Django. Stock market apps also we can design, chart applications we can design, live applications also we can design here, live notifications, live streaming events, live gaming, live real-time dashboards, okay, all these we can do using what here? Django, like live cricket score, live election results, all these things we can do using Django. And then React.js real-time applications, Facebook, Instagram, Netflix, WhatsApp, Yahoo Mail, Dropbox. So in all these applications already used here React.js. And then one more important slide is, so once if you take and once if you complete this Python full stack, you are eligible for multiple developer roles in the real time, right? I explained all these, right? So AI, ML, data science developer, engineer, analyst, IoT developer, and then front-end developer, Python backend developer, Python full stack web developer, JavaScript developer, React.js developer, database administrator, Python plus SQL combination jobs also available for you once if you complete this Python full stack. Okay. So finally, I explained to you some of the benefits, okay, from my side here. Okay, now, right. So, even though it is the online session, I am going to explain to you how to follow the class. Once if we start coding, okay, initially for a few days, you'll be having some theory. Next, once if we start the coding here, programs here, then I'm going to explain to you very clearly, okay, because of it is online session, most of the people are attending online, so that you should know how to follow the recording video after completion of this live. You will get the recording, right? So how to follow the recording, how to practice, how to note all these things. I am going to explain very clearly so that finally you can feel it is like just like an offline class only. Okay, so that you follow my instructions. I'm going to explain everything to you. Okay, fine. So these are the benefits I explained to you. It's very simple. I'm going to explain to you very simple and easy way. And with real-time examples, more exercises, you will be having assignments and tasks, live hands-on coding also. I'm going to type the programs in front of you step by step, line by line. I'm going to explain to you, okay? And then you'll be having the project works also. Additionally, you'll be having some tips to memorize the, some concepts, how to memorize, okay, how to practice, and some guidelines for your career also. And sometimes we'll be having some motivational speeches from my side to motivate yourself here. And then these are the benefits, more benefits here you'll be having. And here online and offline training we are offering. It's a total 6 month duration. But if you take the 1 hour session, it is a 6 months. But if you take the 2 hours daily, then maybe we are going to finish within 3 to 4 months only. Okay. And we'll be having here, okay, this is actually, okay, 1 minute. Actually, this slide is not from here. Okay. Actually, that is, okay. Yeah, these actually, right. Okay, 6 months duration. Then here limited students for the batch. We'll be having mock interviews, okay, resume preparation. We are going to help to you, LinkedIn profile creation, and weekly tasks on every Saturday. and then class recordings accessible for 1 year, and then course completion certificate you also may have here, and finally placement assistance also you'll be having. Okay, now is it for all of you? Is it okay for all of you? Just I'm going fast because already I explained all these things. That's why I'm going fast. Okay. So now let's close all these things. Okay. Let me go a little bit slow. Okay, fine then. Just I revised. So up to now, whatever I explained to you, all these already I explained in last 2 demo sessions. But I request you people, if anybody not listen these 2 demo sessions, Thursday, Friday. Now this is a third class for us. Thursday, Friday, last Thursday, Friday. If anybody not listen, please have the recorded videos. Okay, contact details also. I think already I given to you. In case today, if anybody are new, so please you can have these contact details. Okay, and just you can ping them. They will share the videos to you, and you can watch once again. And after that, if you have any doubts, also you can feel free to ask any doubts. Fine then. So now this is what actually our 2 days demo session we completed. Now today, let me start with the backend. Okay, backend includes what is it? Please let me know what the backend includes. What is the first one in that? Anybody? What is the backend includes? I said just now also.
Python,
Good, great,
Django.
good. Yes, Python, Django. Next what? Tell me, anybody, please. Only Python, Django. Just now also I explained to you. Okay, fine, good. Python, Django, Django REST framework, database. All this comes under the backend only. Good, sir. Like that, you have to try to. Okay, so try to give the exact answers. Maybe in case if you are not getting today, means try to respond tomorrow. Okay, just you can improve yourself also. That is better for you. Okay, right? Because one day means okay, it may difficult to remember sometimes. So because very first time only you are listening my session here. So after a few days, at least you try to catch the words, okay, or the class, whatever I'm taking here. So try to understand, try to remember, try to revise, try to practice. Then next class, if I ask any questions, try to respond. So just you try to communicate with me daily, so that end of the day, okay, you will get perfection, sir. There is no doubt at all. 100% you will get the perfection. Then you are ready to attend the interview also. So you should be like, see, once a topic is going on, okay, as I said, I'm going to explain how to do all these things. As I said, how to practice, how to note all these things. I'm going to explain to you later. But for example, Python, 80% we completed. Maybe sometimes I already said that, okay, and you will get the placement assistance also. Suppose tomorrow 80%, 7 to 80% Python completed. Then you got one placement assistance from our institution. Okay. Then immediately you are ready to attend that interview without any hesitation. I did not practice. I did not listen the videos. You should not have this type of reasons. Really want the job. I'm telling the people, oh no, sir, we want the job very slow, no problem. Okay, means that is up to you. So that's what I'm trying to saying is, suppose if there is an interview tomorrow, you should ready to attend. But not tomorrow means not exactly tomorrow, because we did not few classes. For example, as I said, from our institution, without completion of the Python full stack only they place here. That's what. Okay. That is why be ready to attend the interviews. Fine then. Now today, just we'll discuss about the Python is what exactly once again, And along with that, so I'm going to explain how we are going to take these Python classes, how we are going to listen, how you are going to listen, how I am going to explain to you. I am going to explain this very clearly to you. So as we know, Python is what, but in this, according to my teaching, okay, I divide this Python into total 4 parts. Okay, actually Python is not having 4 parts, sir. Okay, Python is not having any 4 parts. Just it is very easy to understand for you. Just I divided according to content of the Python. I divided into 4 parts. So what are the 4 parts here? Part 1 is a introduction to Python. Introduction to Python. Then part 2 is a fundamentals of Python. Fundamentals of Python. Next, part 3 is a core Python or core Python topics. Core Python topics or core Python lessons. Next, part 4 is a advanced Python topics or advanced Python lessons. Okay, these are total 4 parts we are going to discuss. So first we are going to start with part 1, that is a introduction to Python. Okay, so in this introduction, what we are going to discuss, let me just list out for you some of the topics. Okay, in this introduction, okay, you can also note it. As I said, please you can maintain some rough notes. Okay, and you can note these points here. In the introduction, part 1, here we are going to discuss once again like what is Python, why Python, who developed Python, next when Python was developed, when Python was developed, next applications, once again applications of Python, real-time applications of Python, and finally I'm going to explain why, once again, why Python is becoming very, very popular. You will get the answers for all these questions. Why Python is becoming very, very popular nowadays. And after this, versions of Python, then download and installation. So download and installation of the Python software. Then after download and installation, we are going to do some little bit practical thing. There are modes of writing Python programs. Okay, modes of writing Python programs. Just I'm writing a short here. Modes of writing Python programs. How many modes are there? Okay. Next, after this, so we are going to discuss the features of Python. So almost all these we are going to cover where in a introduction part only. Introduction to Python only. Like what is Python, why Python, who developed Python, when Python was developed, and what are the applications, real-time applications of Python, and why Python is becoming very, very popular, and what are the different versions of Python, in that which version we are using, which version we are not using, okay, and which version is popular one, like all these things we are going to discuss. And then next, how to download and how to install the, okay, free of cost we are going to do this. Okay, and then next, modes of writing Python programs. There are different types of modes are there. How many ways we can write the Python programs, how many ways we can execute them. And next, after that, features. So features of Python. So what are the different features are there? Okay, and what are the advantages of these features? So we are going to discuss all these very, very clearly. Okay, right. I hope it's clear for you. Now we'll start. All this comes under where, sir? Introduction to Python. So once if we complete this introduction part, then we can start the part 2. So this may take maybe around 3 classes, maybe 2 to 3 classes I'm expecting. Okay, maybe 2 to 3 classes. Then once if we complete these 2 to 3 classes, then we'll go to the next word, part 2, that is the fundamentals of Python. Okay, in these fundamentals, we'll be having the theory and practical both. So fundamentals means like basics of Python. These are very important to write and understand the Python program. Okay, maybe suppose if you don't know fundamentals very clearly, you may not understand, you may not write Python programs or Python logics. That's very important. I'm going to discuss very clearly later. Once if we complete this part 1, introduction to Python, then I'm going to list out to you in the part 2 what we are going to discuss. Okay, right, very important these. However, in interview, you also may get some questions from this introduction part as well. For example, tell me some features of Python. Tell me some features of Python. And tell me which version you are using Python. For example, interview question. Okay, tell me some applications of Python. Okay, these are the some of the interview questions maybe. That's why everything is important. Every part is important here. Okay, right. So introduction also important for us. That's why we can focus on this introduction as well. Okay, right. Let's start with introduction. That is a part 1. So here, just I will take. Okay then. So as I said, we are starting the part 1, introduction to Python. Now see, in this first point, as we know, so what is Python? So Python is a programming language or scripting language. Okay, already we discussed this language. Like we have some other programming languages, C language, C++, Java, .NET. So Python also such type of programming language. We can say scripting language also. Later, okay, I'm going to explain what is the difference between this programming language and also scripting language later, because starting I cannot explain because you should know something coding about this. Then after that, I'm going to explain to you what is the difference between these two. Why we are calling this Python as a programming and also scripting. I'm going to explain this later. Okay, right. Next, okay, so this Python was developed by a computer scientist named Guido van Rossum. So Guido van Rossum is a person, is a scientist who developed Python programming language. He's a father of Python programming language. Guido van Rossum, remember this name. Next, Python development was started in the year of 1989. Okay, when the Python development was started in the year of 1989, and the first public release was in the year of 1991, February 28th exactly. Okay, see, the Python actually developed when 1989 means it is too old. 30 years back. Okay, 30 years back, this Python was developed. Right. So next, these are the applications of the Python. So I already explained the applications of Python in the demo session. Once again, here we also have some more different applications. You also can include those applications along with these. As I said, Python in the real time, we are using in different technologies. What is the first one? Artificial intelligence and machine learning. AI and ML is the most popular technology right now that you know, right? So nowadays, nowadays you can take any software. Okay, almost all softwares are including this AI and ML technology. Okay, right. That much of very popular this one. Especially we use this AI ML to design the robotics related applications. Robotics related applications. Okay, like this. So next, IoT stands for Internet of Things. Means what? It is also one more latest technology, and this we can use for what? To design the smart electronic devices or to develop the smart electronic devices. Like at our home or offices, we use some different types of electronic devices or products like TVs, refrigerators, ACs, fans, lights. Okay, these are all our different types of electronic products. So we can manage, we can control, we can operate all these different types of electronic devices through network or internet without staying at the current place or present place. Means without staying at our home, we can operate all these different types of electronic devices. For that, we are using one technology is called here Internet of Things, IoT. Okay, however, so common man is not using this technology, but the millionaires and billionaires and VIPs are already they are using this technology at their homes and their companies in their companies. Okay, maybe in the future we are also going to use this. Okay, right at our homes. Common man also can. It is also one more most popular technology, data science. And what is the use of this data science? As I said, see in the previous also I explained to you, data science. Nowadays, there is a huge amount of the data. Because why? Everybody are using the mobile phone, and every mobile phone contains so many apps, and every app contains so much data. For example, YouTube. Okay, YouTube is an app which contains lakhs of videos. Daily, so many people, YouTube creators will be there now. They are going to upload so many videos, so many videos. Can use specially to work on the data, to analyze the data, to process the data. We can do some various activities on the data. Okay, that is what here data science. For example, YouTube we can take one video. How many people watched? How many hours they watched? How many likes? How many shares? Something. Okay, that video has watched from which, for example, which social media that is watched from Instagram or Facebook or something. Because once the YouTube creators they create the video, now they are going to share to multiple they are going to share to multiple social medias. Okay, for example, like we can do some different activities. Okay, like how many people scrolled your video thumbnail, how many clicked, for example, something different activities. And I want to if there is a table of data, then I want to create or I want to generate one chart or graph. See, just now whatever I said, YouTube data we can also convert in the form of chart or graph. Like some different activities we can do, okay, using this technology. Like data, just I'm telling to you, if the data is there means what is the, I mean, what are the activities we can do on data, I mean, just I'm telling you all these data different activities we can do using the data science technology. Like that, that's why nowadays everybody are using so much data. So that's why we have to do so many activities on the data also. For that, there is a technology is called a data science. In this data science also we are using what here, Python libraries. In the data science we are using, in the IoT we are using, in the AML also we are using the Python and Python libraries. That's why so these are all actually most popular right now in the current, okay, most popular technologies. Okay, if you take last 8 years back, 10 years back, we don't have these technologies actually. We don't have these technologies. Or 10 years back, if you observe. Okay, these are not the much of popular, but nowadays these are becoming very very popular from the past few years back onwards. Okay, and in this we are using the Python. That is why Python also becoming very very popular. These are also becoming popular. Already popular these are. So Python also already popular, and these are all popular, getting popular more and more. Okay, that's why this is a reason, one of the reasons why Python is becoming very, very popular. Okay, and the last two sessions also, I mean in the demo session also, I explained to you more real-time applications of Python also, right? So that's why Python we are using in different variety kinds of applications we can develop using the Python, and that is why Python is becoming very, very popular. That is also one of the reasons. However, so Python is easy and simple to learn, simple to understand. It is also one more reason. So that's why everybody are learning this Python here. Okay, right. Next, Python also supports for web development. Means we can create or develop the websites or web applications using Python frameworks such as Django. Now in our Python full stack course, we are learning what Django. Like that, we also have Django is the most popular one. There is no doubt at all. But alternately, we also have some other frameworks. For example, Flask is there. Flask is there. Alternate frameworks are there. Okay, but however, among all the different types of frameworks, Django is the most popular one, and most of the companies commonly they use. Commonly they use. Okay, so that's why we are focusing on Django first. So once if you know Django, later you also can learn any other framework also very, very simple and also easy. See, these frameworks are how easy means. Suppose I said, if you go, I mean, if you learn Django, Flask is easy. For example, I'm telling you. For example, you are using the one company mobile today. Okay, one Samsung mobile you are using today. Okay, then suppose tomorrow you want to operate other mobile. Is it any difficulty to operate the other mobile, other company mobile? Means no. Or Apple company mobile. Okay, maybe little bit different Apple company, but almost same. Na? All mobiles are same only. Na? Like the same way, here also frameworks also like that. If you know one framework, learning, understanding other frameworks are very simple. Actually, Flask is a small one, smaller one. Okay, and that is also very, very simple one. So Django. So Django is the most commonly used one, and it is a most popular one also. That is why in our regular session, in our Python full stack, first we are learning the Django. Okay, right. So, uh, so Python frameworks such as Django, Flask are used tools for what? Gaming development. Okay, maybe you may not become a gaming developer, but if you want to become a game developer, there are some separate libraries also available. If you learn those libraries, then you're also eligible for game development as well. Okay, right. Next, Python also supports for desktop applications. Means what? For example, Windows-based applications. Windows. Windows means, see, in my lab, I have a Windows, right? Let me show to you. Now it's a Windows, okay? Now here, there are so many apps are there in this window. These are all our different types of apps. Okay, these are all our different types of apps. Clock is there, calculator is there. These are all our different apps, right? Suppose if I click on calculator, now see one app is opening here. Okay, one app is opening. Okay, now here you can also do some calculations. 5 into something 3. Okay, then see 15. This is what one app. Okay, and this is actually called exactly. This is called what? GUI component. So try to note it. This is called what here? GUI component means graphical user interface component. So Python also supports for this GUI programming. We also can design these types of apps. Okay, but for this also we have to learn separate library. Okay, right. So like that, Python supports to develop the different types of applications. That is why Python is becoming very, very, very popular. Understanding, guys? Okay. So these are the applications of Python, and this is about the Python today. And next class, we'll discuss the versions. So what are the different types of versions? Okay. And which version we are going to use? Which version we should not use? Which version is deprecated or expired? And which version is introduced when? Like everything about the versions of Python, and along with that, how to download and how to install the Python software, I'm going to explain the next session, and we can just next session you try to connect with laptops, so that uh, in live session only you try to download. I'm going to show to you, I'll give the time for you. You try to download and you try to install in a system. I'm going to explain that practically to you. Is it clear, guys? Okay now. So today what we discussed, sir, I revised the Python full stack is what. Okay, once again I revised last two sessions. I revised. Please try to take the recorded video of last two sessions of demo. Then this is a third class for us. Now here today I explained to you how we are going to take the Python classes. In this, just we started the part one, that is the introduction to Python. Later we are going to start fundamentals, core Python, and then advanced Python. In the introduction part, I explained to you what are the topics we are going to cover exactly. I just written on the screen. As I said, just we started introduction part, and here we discuss what is Python exactly, right? So I explained all these things. Once again, please you can have a recorded video, and you can go through all these points once again, so that you will get a full clarity. You no need to have any doubts here. Once if you revise the video, here I am explaining very slowly, okay, so that I hope you don't have any doubts also. Maybe still if you have any doubts, you can ask me. You can unmute your mic also. You can ask me any doubts. And then any doubts? Yeah. Fine then, guys. And one request to you, please. Uh, Try to connect sharp at 6 p.m. daily. I think today some people connected a little bit late. I already started. So try to connect, okay, on time, so that we can continue. So at least 6 to 6:03 like that. Okay, so we can start session maybe 6:05 like that. If you connect, I mean, if you connect a little bit early, so we can start soon. That's what. And then, okay, shall we close today? So shall we close today? Okay then. So okay, fine then, guys. We can leave session. Have a nice day, and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, fine. Thank you.